All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome in. Incredible morning. We are going to finally take a look at Silhouette Studios version 4.5. So I'm going to install it. I'll walk you through a little bit of how I prep for it and how I back up everything. So I will kind of walk you guys through that. And then just show you how to download it. And we're going to take a look at this together. I have not installed it. I've seen like pictures. I had someone that was in a class. They shared their screen. I saw a little bit of the changes, but I haven't like personally put my hands to it. So we're going to do that today. So if you're interested in that, stick around. I just need to get this live started over here. Oh, and I meant to take, dang it, I meant to take that off. Hold on one second. I guess I'll leave it. Okay. Now, hello everyone. I dislike the fact that I'm so low. I think I'll probably get a booster seat because the way that this is now, my stand is a little bit higher. So I feel like I'm like way down here. It's like all you see is from here up, like I'm supposed to, but my chair keeps dropping. I don't know what's going on. And it's like, it's at the, like, it doesn't go to this max height. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get a booster seat so I can be up like this. But hello, everybody. Incredible morning. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC. We are the parent company of Silhouettes Anonymous, which is my platform where I've been teaching you all about Silhouette Studio and this Cameo machines and all that kind of good jazz for the past 7 years. And then we developed our own product line right above us. Well, for TikTok, I got to move this way, but that's our product line. Honestly speaking, we carry the absolute best sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees as fast as 30 seconds. So there is no worry about like over sublimating because you can do a lower temperature. And then that means you can use it with things like your Easy Press, that like the original Easy Press that only goes up to like 350 degrees. If your heat press is not really an ideal like heat press, right? And it's not maintaining its heat around like 390, 400 degrees. If you set it and you're getting out a good 375, guess what? You can still do sublimation with our sublimation paper. And then we have our sublimation inks and pigment inks. And then we have things like chip resetters, the cartridges, syringes, needles, heat tape as well. So most of the supplies that you will need, you can find on our website, shop.hsink365.com. And then last but not least, kind of sort of our last company, but it's like as far as totally separate names, it is 365 Creative Academy. That is where I teach you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of ways, from sublimation, paper crafting, event decor. We have some business 101 trainings, Photoshop, sales strategies, and so much more. So definitely check us out. You can sign up for our classes on our main website, shop.hsink365.com. All right, so now that all the pleasantries are out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and say good morning to a few folk before we officially get started. So that we can kind of, get some more people in here. If you guys just go ahead and if you're watching right now, give the video a thumbs up. If you're watching over on TikTok, go ahead and double tap that screen. That really does help me out with the distribution of the videos. It helps the algorithm. So if you guys can drop a, hey, how you doing? Let me know where you are watching from. Let me know, what do you currently use for graphic designing? Shoot. Hold on one second, because it got sent to me. Even is at the house doing something and it got sent to me. So I need to forward this to him. Hold on. Let's forward and send it to him. All right. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Even had to go to the other, go back to the house to do something, and he needed a code. So, but like I was saying, let me know, what software do you currently use, software or app? If you're doing a lot of things like on your phone, what apps do you currently use for graphic designing? And sorry, my husband's texting me and it threw me off. You know what? Let me make sure I put my phone on do not disturb. Okay. So it is on there. All right. And then also let me know where you are watching from. That was supposed to be the first thing. Let me know where you are watching from. And like I said, drop a hey, how you doing? Give this video a thumbs up, tap the screen. And if you feel so inclined, if you have a group that you can share this to, that who you think will find value in this, go ahead and hit that share button. All right. So over here on TikTok, don't forget to double tap the screen. And let's see who is on with us this morning. Incredible morning, incredible morning. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so very much for joining me this morning, taking time out your morning to hang out with your girl. All right, good morning. North Carolina here. Hello, hello. Hello from California. Incredible morning. Morning. Hello, hello. Hey, Quisha. Incredible morning, everyone. Incredible morning. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for giving the video a thumbs up as well, or just liking the video. Hello, hello. Good morning. So we have some Silhouette Studios. We have Canva and Photoshop. So for Canva and Photoshop, have you been interested in learning how to use Silhouette Studio? If you don't know, Silhouette Studio really is a good beginner graphic designing software. A lot of the tools that you will need, that you will see in a program like Photoshop, Illustrator, Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, and Corel Draw, you'll see a lot of those in Silhouette Studio. Being able to point edit, being able to distort certain things, being able to add colors, do image effects, and adjust colors and saturations and hues and things like that. A lot of those basic functions from the more robust or commercialized graphic design softwares are in Silhouette Studio, and you can use it for free and learn. Get used to it. Whether you want to take a class, just learn from YouTube. Technically, the base program is free, so you can get your feet wet when it comes to graphic designing. Okay. So good morning from ATL. You're using Silhouette. Photoshop, Silhouette Business Edition. You're from South Carolina. Sometimes Affinity Designer. Yeah, Silhouette Studio is similar to Affinity Designer, Illustrator, and Corel Draw because it is a vector-based program. So there's a bit of a difference between vector and like bitmap or rasterized type programs like Photoshop, Procreate, Affinity Photo. Those are more like, because you create things with pixels. Houston, Texas. Another one from Texas, from Dallas, Texas. Hello. Incredible morning from Memphis. I have you on speakerphone. I'm cooking a quick breakfast. Well, what are we eating today? What are we eating this morning? North Carolina. Hello, hello. Incredible morning. Silhouette and Affinity. Silhouette Basics and Affinity Designer. So if you were using the free version of Silhouette Studio, I think it took it off of the description on one of mine. I'm going to copy and paste it, but all of the upgrades for Silhouette Studio, they are on sale on Sweet Design. Well, at least last time I checked. I have an affiliate link. So if you click on the link, it's no difference in the cost to you guys. If you're watching over on TikTok, you hit the link in my bio. It's going to take you to my link tree. And then you're going to scroll for the one that you need, whether free version to business, free version to designer, designer to business, or designer plus to business edition. They are listed on my link tree. Silhouette. And so I'm going to post the link for you guys again, because I think on one of them, it took it out of the description. So that's for the upgrades. And then to just simply download Silhouette Studio for free, which I'm going to walk you through it. Here is the link for that as well in the comments. Okay. So Silhouette Studio, Silhouette Studio, Silhouette Studio, and Canva. Silhouette Studio Business Edition, Silhouette Business. I hope the update has print and cut improvements. I have all 4 machines, right? I mean, the 3 is not like, the 3 has like own issues for me. Like for me having to help people out. Luckily, I got the 3 that didn't have that issue with the roller that moves out of place. But other than that, like all of my machines work well with print and cut. It's not really anything in the program that's going to improve print and cut. It is going to be something with your printer. All you're doing with Silhouette Studio, as far as like the actual software, is creating it and then just telling it to cut. Where your issues are going to come in at is if you have your settings dialed up too high. So you're like digging into your material and you're going to nick your mat. It's going to throw everything off. If you're doing things like like I had one person who I just recently helped, and their issue was user error in that they had their design in the restrictive areas. If you haven't checked out my video about print and cut, definitely go over to Silaholics Anonymous on YouTube and check that video out. It has a thumbnail with some dinosaurs on it. I lay out a lot of tips for you guys when it comes to print and cut. How you set it up is what's most important. I don't ever use any external light, no extra lighting. I've actually done print and cuts in the dark. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt, it's not the program. And oh, great. Hold on, y'all. Oh, hold on. Y'all have to give me a second. I need to, Even is on with the accountant and he needs something from me. So if you guys could just give me one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, hold on 1 second. I am so sorry, y'all. Okay. Think that's it. Boom. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, what was I saying? I'm so sorry. But a lot of times it is like simple mistakes that you guys are making, or lining your mat up incorrectly. And if you have the pro, that's a whole different beast and where you have to line it up at. But it's nothing really within the software itself. Using Canva, but after silhouette, but after the silhouette in 30 days, I used Silhouette Studio Business Edition. Oh, I was using Canva. Then she took my 30-day class, and now it's like, whoo, we can do some things over here at Silhouette Studio. So if you have not invested in my 30-day training, I break that sucker down for you to understand it, and then you can follow it up with any of my design classes. So Silhouette Studio really teaches you the ins and out. Well, my 30-day training, Essential to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days, teach you the fundamentals of Silhouette Studio. And you'll really understand each tool, each function, what it is, what their true function is, what they do. And then from there, you can go into some of my design classes where you really learn to pull all those things together, and to challenge your creativity for creating your own designs. Okay. But if you have not already done so, click on that link and enroll in a 30-day training. It is just $83.65. Good morning from Michigan, Silhouette Studio. Still learning the 30-day program with the professor. So someone else who has enrolled in the 30-day training. Hello from Ocala. Ooh, egg, sausage, toast with a little bit of juice. Okay. Business Edition, good morning. Silhouette, Canva, Cricut, and Photoshop. I was going to ask you about the 4.5 because it's on my new laptop when I downloaded Silhouette Studio. I purchased a Cameo 3 over 2 years ago. I still can't use it, shaking my head. Why can't you can't use it, or you haven't taken the time to learn how to use it? Big difference. Just check my blood pressure glucose. It is 365. Oh wow. Hey, Miss D, how are you? Love Silhouette. Invest in yourself with the Professor 30-day class. I'm enjoying it and learning so much. So my sole print cut issue is reading of the registration marks. That's an easy one. It's got like, are you increasing your thickness? We'll go over that when we go over like whatever they have for print and cut. But it's really going to be things that are already there. Instead of trying to make it really small, everyone tries to make their registration marks really small. Or they will make them really thin, make them thick, make them a little bit bigger, and make sure that there is nothing in the restrictive area. When you guys are having issues with print and cuts or anything with Silhouette Studio, I do have this amazing group called Learn with the Professor, Silhouette Studio, Sublimation, and more. So go over to that group, make a video, draw, or just take screenshots. I can help you if you show me what the issue is. Everyone's going to have a different issue. I've done several videos where I'm showing that I don't have an issue with print and cuts. So your issue is going to be specific to you. So I really need to see what's going on. So my groups are not necessarily for me to have private classes and do exclusive live videos and post exclusive content. My group is truly for help. But if you don't seek the help, I can't offer the help. So make sure you guys join my Facebook groups and post your questions there. Definitely hit the like button. All right. So over here, I have a Cricut. After the update for me, I have an issue with print and cut. So you just did the update. Wait, after Cricut's update or after Silhouette Studios update, you had an issue with print and cut. Hello, Dr. Craftology. I use Silhouette Studio, taught by the professor. I also use Photoshop and Canva. Middle Tennessee, Silhouette and Clip Studio. Illinois, I use Silhouette Studio and Photoshop Elements. And now, is there a difference between the Business Edition and Business Edition Plus? There is no Business Edition Plus. There's a Designer Edition Plus, but not a. Hold up now. I don't think. Let me make sure before I say that. But I don't think that there is. Is there a newer version? No, there's just Business Edition and there's Designer Edition Plus, not Business Edition Plus. I'm taking your text effects class. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead, flip the screen for you guys, share my screen for you guys, and we're going to go through how to download and install it. One, how to prep and back up, and then how to download and install it. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that to the stream. Put me at the bottom here, and let's flip you guys around. Hey, Jesse. Now, it might be a little, it's going to be a weird, it's going to be kind of a weird angle for you guys over here on TikTok. And you may not see the entire screen, but I'll do my best to walk you through like everything and make sure that I'm not leaving anything out. So let's kind of tilt you just a little bit there. Okay. Did I get my summation to pigment 77? Yes, I did. I did. Okay, so what you want to do when it comes to, and you know what, let's go ahead. So you guys have like a little bit of a reference point when you are looking at, okay, so studio update. Just so that if you're watching the playback of this, you will have a little reference on like what we're talking about, what we're going over, right? So we're going to go back up. Backing up your files. Okay. Yes, I am on YouTube as well. Okay, so we're going to add the banner and put that right there, backing up your files. So a couple things you want to do to back up your files. In Silhouette Studio, you want to go over to your library and you're going to click on your account at the top, click on your name, which we move this like this so you guys can see. There we go. You know what? Duh, Shakia, just rotate your darn monitor. All right, let's pull y'all out some. There we go. And you're going to go to library export. Okay. So if you have now Silhouette Studio, well, Silhouette America, just Silhouette in general, how do you want to say it? Once they did 4.3, actually, no, the cloud has been there since version 3.8, 3.7, but really 3.8. So once you log in, you're going to have files that are saved to your cloud, and then you're going to still have some local files because under cloud storage, you only have you only have 5 GB. Now, depending on how long you've had your system, like for me, I'm grandfathered in to where I used to have a subscription. So I have 10 GB. Even if you have a subscription now, that's not one of the perks anymore. You're left with 5 gigs on your cloud. And that basically means that you can log into your system from anywhere and be able to access those files. Anything that is local to to a specific computer is only going to be on that computer. So if you need to transfer files from one computer to another, you are going to have to export your library. Now it's going to technically do everything, but if you're really using it to bring in those local files. So So it's going to ask you to please select a location on your computer where you would like it to export. So I'm going to go to Browse Computer. If you have something such as OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, if you have a WD My Cloud, something where you can access this file no matter which device you're on, whether it's a computer, a laptop, a Mac, anything like that, you want to save it there. It is best to save your backups to a source that is not your hard drive, because should something happen to your actual hard drive on your computer, you've lost that. So you want to save it somewhere else outside of your hard drive. So like I said, if you have a OneDrive, a Google Drive, a Dropbox, a WD My Cloud, anything like that. And then you also want to create a folder for it. So I have already actually done my backup for this. It takes a little minute, so you're not going to really see me like go through it. Actually, where mine is, I can't even get to it because, oh wait, it does let me see it. All right, so I'm going to go here and then Silhouette Studio Backup. And then we're going to click on here. So I did this one in September of this month. And so, oh wait, my library isn't here. Where's my library? These are all the other backups. I'm going to show you how to do that. But I know I just did my library. Hold on. Where in the heck did I put my library back up? All right, let's go back over here. But anywho, you want to choose location. You want to put the date or the month. So you'll put like, now it'll be like October. You can put the date. So October 11th, 2022. And then you're going to let it do its thing. Then you want to go right back into it and do another export. Put the same information, except on this one, you're going to put backup. Trust me when I say you want to export your files twice. I have no idea what the heck just happened here. You want to export your files twice, because if for some reason when it was exporting the first one, there was a glitch, your computer just went haywire, and it does not fully save it, you're going to see it there. You're not going to know that there's an issue with it until you go to import it and it tells you that there is an error. It is unlikely that it will mess up twice. So you want to create that backup. You want to do the backup of it, export it. And I'm trying to figure out where in the heck mine is. Okay, you know what? Let's go. Okay, wait, B, C, A, D. Okay, let's go down here. And then OPQRS, Silhouette Studio Backup. That was February. Manual backup. You can see I end up putting way too many folders here for this. Manual backup. That was in 2019. Some of these I can get rid of. Did I put it under the wrong month? No, but this is how it will look. So you can see I have 10/15. Oh yeah, this is definitely wrong because it says 8/11. So 10/15/2021, and then that's the backup. I mean, that's the export, and then 10/15/21 backup. I do that every time I save it. It is going to take me a little minute to back up, but I know I have this one backed up. You don't need it when you upgrade, when you update, but it's always a good thing to do it before you do any changes. So I'm just going to hit cancel. Like I said, I'm going to close this. I already have it. All right. So again, click on your name, go to library export, and you want to export your entire library. After you do that, you're going to come to your, I'm going to remove this one real quick. You're going to come down here to your search, and you're going to put in %, app, data, %, and it's going to bring up a file folder. So you're going to click on that, and that's going to bring up this. You're going to click on Silhouette Studio, Aspect software, Silhouette Studio. You're going to right click and you're going to copy it. So right here is the icon for copy. So you're going to copy that. And then that same folder, which I know for me that it is under the other one, you're going to paste it. It's going to take a while. It's a really large file. You're going to paste that. You're going to do the same thing for Silhouette Studio software. Okay. So, or Silhouette software. You're going to do the same thing for that. So the first one and then the software one. Okay. Now, Windows 11 does not allow you to do the program data, which is kind of weird. But you can with all of the others. So if you're still using like Windows 10 or any of those, you're going to put in, which it won't let me bring it over to this screen, %, program data, %. Okay. Yeah, and for some reason on Windows 11, it just won't open. I don't know why. It just will not open on Windows 11, but it should be a file folder and it should open up. Now you have completely backed it up. If anything should ever happen, you now have your system fully backed up. Okay. Even when you do the app data, it's even saving your recovered documents. And that's why I like to do mine, because I tend to have a lot of files in my recovered documents and it will recover that. I had an issue and there was a file that did not save, but luckily it was in my recovered documents. And luckily I did a system like backup. I went and copied and pasted that one. That's a top on how to bring that back in, but I copied and pasted that back in and it brought up my recovered documents. I was able to find those files, save them, and then went back to my the newest app data information, and then I had my current recovered documents. So it definitely comes in handy to back up your app data and your program data. All right. So now that we've done that, we're going to head over to Silhouette America. You're going to go to software and get software. Okay. Hold on, waiting for this to pop up. Just let you guys have a reference point. There we go. So now we're going to download and install the software. All right. You're going to come here and they do have a beta version of it, but when you look at it, I don't know if those are going to be issues for me. So for now, I'm just going to stick to the one that is like their main version. So as soon as you come here, you're going to be under download and you're going to click on the drop down. For me, even if you have this is a 64-bit Windows, but I never installed the 64-bit version. It just runs a little awky, a little weird. So I always do the 32-bit, and I recommend doing the 32-bit version for for Windows. And then of course, if you have a Mac, it's 64. So you're going to click on that, and it's you're going to click on it to download it. I highly recommend using Google Chrome. Even if you normally use Firefox or Safari or Microsoft Edge as your regular browser, I highly recommend using Google Chrome when you are downloading this, because you will see the download at the bottom. A lot of times when people are using like Microsoft Edge, and it actually, if you want to like run or save, they'll run, and it won't save it in your downloads. It's going to put it in a temporary folder. And if something happens, you have to kind of go back and all these and different things. Google Chrome is one of the best uh, uh, browsers to use when it comes to downloading things. Okay. So you're going to click, it's going to download. I've already done that part. And we're going to go ahead and click on that to open that up. Oh, wait, shoot. I forgot. I got to save all this stuff. Hold on. Yeah. Leave me be. Hold on, y'all. I got to save all this stuff. So yes, I want to save that. You can't have this open once it goes to do the update. So we're going to save that. This one, no, I don't need to save. Nope, I don't need to save that one. This one, yes. This one was a test page, so no. I was using this to test my 7720 that I was converting back to pigment ink. So no. My purge files, no, I don't need to save that. It was the last one. So no. And then, okay, so now I can just exit out. Okay, perfect. And now we have this on screen, and we're just going to hit next. And it's going to put the program in there, and we're going to go install. Someone's comment was filtered, so if it wasn't anything crazy and you don't see yours and or don't answer it, it's probably because it was filtered. It's not showing up for me. You will need to repost that. All right, so we're just going to hit yes, and then it's going to do its thing and install. So some questions over here. I am updating to version 4.5. It's the newest version of Silhouette Studio, 4.5. It is to back up it backs up all the information from Silhouette Studio. Yes. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Drop my YouTube on TikTok. The link is in the description. Description. The link is in my bio. So if they click on my bio, then they can get right to the Silaholics Anonymous YouTube channel. All right, so we're done. We're going to go ahead and launch it and take our first look at this software. So just real quick, I went over this before as far as the release notes and what all the upgrades were. So I'm going to just look at this. We're going to take a look at this really quick. So highlighted changes, new hardware support for the auto sheet feeder. That is something that is coming out. It is supposed to be to where you can just kind of load it in for your print and cuts. To me, it works like if you're doing stickers. When it comes to regular paper, although you can technically cut paper lists matte lists for paper, it's basically going to put perforated cuts. I don't have time to be cutting off like little cuts on my designs if I'm doing a paper cut. Like that defeats the purpose of this because I got to still go in there and do work. So I'm not a big fan of the matte list cutting for paper because of the little perforated lines. But if it's sticker paper and it has a backing, if you're using it for vinyl, Caesar Easy Print, Caesar Color Print Easy, there we go, mouthful to say. You can of course, do that matte list because there is a backing to it. But I don't really like the whole idea of doing paper. But with the auto feeder, it also won't work for me because it is made for smaller size paper. 93.65% of the time, I'm using 11 by 17. So the auto feeder is not something that you guys will see me use. I don't have any plans on buying it. I am one that loves Silhouette, but I am not like some of these Cricut folk that go out and buy everything that Cricut has to have it on their channel. Look, I love them, but I don't like them that much to go and buy something I know that I personally have no use for. So you guys won't see that on my channel unless by some miracle, Silhouette America finally reaches out and your girl gets some free stuff to go ahead and, give my honest opinions and review on it. But don't look for any of those videos over here. Okay. General new introductory slideshow. Who cares? Fix an issue with ARM and Intel Macs. Could not see scanners. That had nothing to do with me. I'm not a Mac user. Here it fixed a bunch of crashes that was happening. I'm not sure in which version because all of the issues that they are listing here is not something that I was experiencing. I was not experiencing in 4.3.370. So some of these fixes don't really pertain to me, and they may not pertain to you if you've never experienced any of these issues. So fix crashes and all that. Added a node counter for point editing. I think that is the dumbest thing in the world. I don't even see the purpose of that as far as knowing how many nodes are on it. I just don't get it. Added a unhide all dialogue button in preferences that will bring back any dialogue marked as do not show again. If I don't want to see it again, why need to be unhidden? But whatever. Replace the dynamic panel feature in favor of a specialty tool panel with all tools available, even when a curio is not plugged in. So yeah. I don't know. I'm going to see what that is, because dynamic panel basically means like you can pull them out and you can have several of the windows open. So we're going to see what that does. Reorder machine drop down list to prioritize Martin machines. So that's going to be a little weird for me because I use my old ones first. So they're basically re-rotate, like they're readjusting it to where like your Cameo 4 Pro will be to the top, and then the Plus, and then the regular Cameo and all of that stuff. So I'm not sure they're going to have like a special one if it is just a regular Cameo, like a 2, 3, 4. They put all of those. But see, I liked my other ones being on top because those are the ones that I use. So I can tell I'm not going to really like that feature. It's going to take some getting used to. I'm not going to say I'm not going to like it, but it's going to take some getting used to. Let's see. Fix an issue with stippling. This is a curio issue. Fix an issue with the font installer box showed could not write to font directory in some circumstances. I've never had that issue. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff on here that I personally never really experienced. You can go through all of that. They've now added barcodes back to this because of the auto feeder. That was one of the things that a lot of Cameo 3 users did not like, in the fact that they kind of took away the barcode feature to where you can just print out your files. It'll put a barcode on the side. The machine would read that barcode and know exactly what it needed to actually cut it. Because if you're someone that has like a sticker business and you don't want to have to constantly just do it from your computer and go there to cut it, you have everything set up. It'll read the barcode. It'll know how to cut it. They kind of took that away originally in the version with the Cameo 4s. And so they've brought that back. A couple of upgrades ago, they brought that back. But they're fixed some things with the barcode. And then again, these are all things that I personally never really had an issue with. Fix the black line that appeared in the About Silhouette Studio window. Don't know where that came from. That was probably in one of the 4.4 versions. Never had that issue in the version that I was in. Fix an issue where a long device name could cover this. Who cares? Like, it's a bunch of stuff in here that to me just doesn't make any sense. There's a new online tutorial button in the help menu that directs you to silhouette101.com. Fix an issue where the input boxes were missing in the tiling tab, which I never use because it's kind of pointless. Updated the user interface, license, yeah. Fix text input boxes in advanced sketch. Okay, yeah, like grammar in the maintain grain tooltip has been corrected. A lot of stuff that the average person probably didn't even realize there was an issue with. So library, fix user password input box when importing library, stops Silhouette Studio from asking for your password when you try to save a design to the library you've already signed in. Never had that issue. Fix a bug that prevents users from dragging multiple files into the library. Oh, now that one, I think I was having an issue with that one. Fix an issue where the library folders were grayed out after saving a design. Never had that. Keyboard shortcuts used in library no longer affect modify. Fix an issue, preview window, prevent it crash from occurring if user cancels password. Sign in later button. Okay, yeah. Double clicking to favorite a library file. Now favorites it instead of merging it into the current design. Designs are not selected when right clicking. Yeah. Trace low pass filter has been added back. They got rid of the low pass filter after when they came up with version 4. From version 3.8, there was no low pass filter, which it really doesn't make a difference. Like, trace feature is really, really good how it is. Improved overall performance of the trace feature. So we're going to see. I wish I would have done a trace in the old version. Now, now they made this like version 3.6. Oh, honey, 3.6, 3.3 was the best when it came to tracing. The trace background is now darker when in outline mode. Fixing the issue where setting despeckle to 100% will cause the results to disappear, prevents a line from being generated on top of the left corner when applying a trace. Never had that. Resolve the crash that would occur if a user tried to resize a trace while trace by color was active. And then file support. Import options for PDF now appear when dragging and dropping PDF files into Silhouette Studio. 0.1 point lines imported. AI files are now converted to 0 point lines to prevent them from appearing in prints. Ooh, that's a big one. Enabling print lines of selected shapes in the style. Fixed crash that occur when opening, merging imported PNGs with a transparent background. All right, so that's kind of some of the features. Like, so as I said, it doesn't seem like there are any new, like really like major updates to it. So as you can see here, I still have my business. Well, you guys can't see. I still have business edition, so it doesn't take that away. It's still there. Okay. How well do you know Silhouette Studio? Baby, as a professional. The hell? So now you have specialty tools for your embossing, debossing. I guess that's PixMat, the 3D. This is for, because technically you use the same software for the Mint, the Curio, the Mint, and the Alpha. So they have something in here for the Alpha. I have no idea what this is. So we're just going to hit next. Just kind of, auto feeder is coming. So use the auto feeder to make repetitive jobs easier. It again is only for, is it like A3 and like 8.5 or something like that? Like, so it's small papers. It's not for like 11 by 17s. You can now get started with Silhouette Studio, page setup guide, skip to design. Don't need that. All right, that was easy enough. All of my recovered documents still there. So it doesn't change the program. You don't really lose anything. What it's doing is now just making it, adapting it to the new changes. So I'm going to flip you guys. I'm trying to go like this with y'all, or let me see if I kind of go back like this. Nope, still can't see that side. All right. So we're going to click up here to page. And let's see. So machine auto, it's going to default to the Cameo 4. So you have Cameo 4. So they did do that where they now have the older machine. So Cameo 4, Cameo 4 Plus, Cameo Pro, Portrait, Cameo. Okay, so let me tell you what I don't like about this. That means you have to choose, like before it was Cameo, Cameo Plus, Cameo Pro. A Cameo was a Cameo because it technically works the same whether it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So having to actually choose a machine, now I don't know how much this is going to like affect the design and like certain things. Because for me, I will most likely just default to a regular Cameo, like not a Cameo 4, just a Cameo, because that way it applies to all of mine. Not really sure why there needs to be a separate one just for the Cameo 4. I can understand the Plus because then the way it works, whatever machine you put on there, it's going to limit your mat or limit your cut size. But for a Cameo, which is a 12-inch cutter, they know it's 12 inches. So I don't really understand the 4 part of it, just like the regular 12-inch 4. But everything here, let me see. Why you guys blurry? Hold on. Okay, there we go. So of course, nothing within here has changed. You still choose your cutting mats and things like that. So they now call it, instead of reveal, they call it transparency. Instead of reveal mat is called transparency. That's it. Your custom size, which I never go here. I just type in what the heck I need and keep it moving, shouting. And then this is something where I don't understand why it was needed. So it's your media color. So it's supposed to be like any other time. If you're designing something, you go in, you put a box, you go over here to the color palette and you make it black, right? So, oh, damn it. It did take it away. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm glad that I backed it up because what I have lost is all of my friggin' palettes. So I will have to input, I will have to do the whole bringing in my app data because your girl need her palettes back. I'm not about to recreate those palettes. So you guys will see a video where I'm going to re-put in my app data because I need my palettes back. This is no bueno. Oh my gosh. Dang it, man. So you're going to, like, I normally just kind of do like this, and let's see, let's bring in what was the shirt I was just working on? My shirt. Let's go file, open recent. Well, dang. Wow, those are not recent files. I haven't opened up this file in like forever. Military Super Miss Piggy, these are not recent files. So that's kind of weird that my actual recent files are not on here at all. So we're going to take this Miss Piggy, which we're going to cut and bring her over here and paste. So, I mean, if I was putting her on a black shirt or something black, I'm just going to make a black square and put it back there and keep it moving, shorty, because then I can move it out of the way. So they now have this thing called your media color. So if you do that, it's just going to turn your entire matte that color, which is just kind of weird. Like, I mean, just make a box. I'm not really sure why this needed to be a thing, but they made it a thing. Of course, all of this show cut border, show print border, that's the same. Okay, wait, how I turn this joker off? I guess we're just gonna leave it as white. And then we're going to go over to grid. So snap to grid, ruler crosshairs, smart snapping, which that's one of the things that I will say that because I did not go to 4.4, I did kind of want to have that. And where it will help you with lining things up, or at least it's supposed to. So it's showing like where the end of this is, and it snaps. Oh, you guys can't see that. Haha. And then you'll just kind of go here and it'll line it up right to the edge of this based off of the furthest point. If I'm coming like this, see, it'll line it up and tell you that it's right to the bottom without having to use your align tools. So, I mean, it can be a good thing, but you know, that's one of the things I will say I was missing with the other one. Here they have changed how you do like your colors. So you have your hex code, your RGB. So it's not all in one. You have to choose which one you want to use, which I like kind of seeing all of them as one, but hey. And then for print and cut, we turn them on. I have to keep forgetting. I have to keep moving y'all TikTok. So we turn them on. Key to print and cut is to take your thickness all the way up. Like that's the main thing to print and cut, is to make sure that's all the way up. You can play around with the length. I don't recommend going lower than 0.5. I personally don't go lower than, I don't like this. It doesn't snap anymore. Oh, wow. Like you have to really, I liked it when it like had certain levels and it just snapped to it. Now you got to really move it. I don't think I like that. Your insets, adjusting those and stuff like that. Your print bleed is here. Enable barcode, all that kind of good jazz. So colors, like I said, that pretty much stays the same. You can still add your new palettes. Line colors, of course, nothing has changed with that. Trace, so she's already traced, I think. Yeah, she's already traced. Because I think with her, she has, oh no, she doesn't have a background behind her. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to bring a box around her. Oh, hell no. Why I won't select the box? Okay, here it goes. Okay, so we're going to select her and weld so we can see about this tracing. It says improve tracing. Let's see. We're going to go back over here to tracing. We're going to go select trace. Ooh, well, let's first move. Let's turn the line color off. Select trace area, place our box. All right, increase my threshold. Take my scale down. Oh, it said when you go to trace by color. Well, my background didn't change to black, so I don't know what they're talking about because mine didn't change to black. It said it's supposed to change. Damn sure didn't do that. Oh, this I guess is a darker gray because you're on. Maybe that's what they mean. That's a darker gray. Because I'm like, I don't see no major difference, homie. Select trace area. Oh, okay. So this box, became a darker gray. We're going to take the threshold up. I'm going to take my scale back down. Yeah, these really, like, I don't even understand why they even brought this back. Because look, as soon as you go up, I mean, you take low pass and you move that. It's just not even worth it. I don't even know why they brought it back. Because if you're not going to have the on, like it was a thing where you check for high pass and stuff like that. If you don't have that, it's still accounting for this. So bringing this back was kind of pointless. And then you're just going to hit trace. Oh, I didn't mean to go trace. I meant to go trace and detach. So let's undo and let's go trace and detach and pull the background away. And then we have this and okay. So it basically tells you from point edit that you have one shape selected, you have one contour. Node count is 177. Linear nodes is 0. Bezier nodes is what you don't even have a Bezier tool. That's a freaking. Did they change the name of edit points or something? Because I'm confused. So now it's 93. 92. These don't even make any sense. Like, it's not like it, oh gosh, Silhouette America, it's so many things you guys could have worked on. This was not needed. What the hell? The average person is not going to know what, like, y'all are trying to be a program that you're not. You are not Illustrator. You are not Corel Draw. The average crafter user isn't even going to know what the heck these things mean. Like, seriously, there are so many other things you could have done, like a background remover. Look, Silhouette America. Let me tell you, I love and I teach this program. I've been teaching it for 7 years. I've been using Silhouette Studios for 8 years. 8 years? My niece is 8. Yeah. Really like 8 and some change because I got it for her baby shower. Y'all need to watch some of my videos and y'all see what you really need because this is not it, honey. Don't nobody care about this. No, I promise you. Seriously, Silhouette America. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this part. Your core demographic don't even know what the heck this means. Like, let's be for real. Like, okay. Let's move along because it's going to frustrate me. Let's see. Let's go down to image effects. Nothing has changed here in image effects. Nope. Okay. All right. Everyone's talking about this whole print preview for text. Let's look into this. Okay. All right. So sorry, my ring light's going to kind of give you guys a weird glare. Let's see what everybody is talking about. You didn't lose your custom palettes. So you had custom palettes and you still have all of them when you upgraded, when you updated. See, not only I have custom palettes. So you're telling me I need to learn how to work my silhouette instead of just uploading. Oh, but of course, but of course, honey, you can do so much designing. It's so much designing in this. Come take my 30-day training. I'll teach you everything you need to know. Then you can take some of my design ones or watch my free videos on YouTube. But yes, I'm sorry. That is a slap in the face. Silhouettes Studio should not be used just for you to upload to print for sublimation. Don't try this program like that. This program is up there, like with I'm gonna say up there, but like it's chasing behind Illustrator and Corel Draw and a little bit of Photoshop. Like, don't use it just for that. Like, learn the program. There's so much that you can do in Silhouette Studio. Like, this is a real program. This is not Cricut Design Space. Like, it is a real design software. So definitely don't sleep on its capabilities. And yes, we should not be using it just to print out sublimation prints with Honestly Speaking sublimation paper, because if you're not using Honestly Speaking sublimation paper, that's your second issue. Make sure that you visit shop.hsinc365.com. We have the absolute best sublimation paper you could ever use. Okay. All right. So, am I doing the 30-day class again soon? No. So you still go on. It is the exact same one, guys. Trust me, you will learn so much from it. I will not be doing the 30-day training live anytime soon. And it's from here, there's no major changes. So there's really no need. I always said if Silhouette America did major changes to the software, I would end up doing one a year from when I did the first one. Guys, I'm telling you, you don't need to be to it live, because even if it was live, I do that live training at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're still going to end up learning from the playbacks. You're not going to learn everything in 30 days. You're going to have to still practice. You're going to have to use those playbacks. So go to the website today, enroll in the 30-day training, because that's the best way that you're going to learn. Yes, my name on YouTube is Silhoueholics Anonymous, as well as Honestly Speaking. But for anything Silhouette Studio related, it's going to be Silhoueholics Anonymous. And then for anything else, it's going to be Honestly Speaking. And then my new channel, which I'm going to do a lot of like business talks on and some things outside of sublimation and like silhouette and all that. That one is going to be 365 Creative Academy. So make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the bell on all three of my YouTube channels. 365 Creative Academy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So there's this whole enter preview text. So we're going to put in shop.hsinc365.com. So basically what happens now, I know it's really hard for you guys to probably see over on YouTube and stuff like that, because I can't make that part bigger. But it takes it, and all of your fonts now become that phrase. Like, did I leave off a K? I sure did. It now becomes that phrase or that word. So if you are trying to, if you wanted to kind of see what it looks like in different fonts, now that you've typed that in, all of the fonts essentially become like, yeah, it becomes that, like those words, that phrase. So you can go through it. Why are you freezing up? Oh my gosh. And kind of see the fonts beforehand and know if you want to use that font. All right. And you don't have to have anything typed out over here. So we're going to go and we're going to type out shop.hsinc365.com. Because I'm on that particular font, it's going to start typing it out in that font instead of the default font. Okay. And then if you change it, I don't know if it will change. So it's still not going to change it. You'll have to click on it and then it will change it. Let's go ahead and add some color to this so we can see. And so it will change it for you. So you're just kind of going through looking. I mean, I don't really, it's still small. All you're looking at is like the words in that. But if you don't have this here, oh, hell no, it don't go back. I'm stuck with this. Uh-uh. Hold up. Hold up, Harpo. I don't want to see shop.hsc 365. Wait a minute now. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. 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 Okay, there we go. You just have to hit backspace because I like to see it. I mean, it really is no different. You're going to see what these fonts look like no matter what. All it's doing now is making like you put a preview text there and it's like showing you that name. Okay, it I don't get it. I mean, to me, that's not an upgrade. That's just not for me. Some people will like it. I just don't see the purpose of it. And just seeing that up here, it's still small. So whether it says shop, whether it says Shakia, you're still going to see it. The preview tells you what this font looks like already. So why is it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people's brain, when they're designing, it processes it better if they can see that name in that like text or whatever, but it doesn't do anything for me. Like how I design, I'm just going to take that one. I'm going to hold down Alt, make a duplicate. I'm just going to go through. Like I can still see the fonts. Okay, I want this one. When I click on it, it's going to change it. Like I'm just not understanding how this is supposed to make your life easier because it doesn't make it any bigger. You're just seeing Shakia in all of the letters. Like we saw that like this, and at least you get to see the name of the font. I mean, it's just me, but hey. So yeah, that's just that. She says because all of the letters are not in the preview, not in the preview. I like it. I mean, like I said, some people will like it, some people will love it. How I design, it just don't make any sense to me. I mean, but it is there. Some people like it. I can personally do without. But if it works for you and you find it beneficial, I ain't got time to type it here and type it here. I'm gonna type it one time and I'm about to go through these fonts and just kind of go, and I'm gonna go Alt and make another one and then go to the next font and I can see it there because that's how I'm going to design anyway. If you guys have seen any of my design videos, especially if you're in the ink zone, I end up having 30,000 fonts anyway. So me just looking at it here doesn't help me any because if I'm pairing fonts, I need to see them together, not just one font by itself. So for me personally and how I design, it just doesn't. But if you have found a use for it, congratulations for you. But just, yeah, it's not something that has me like, oh my gosh, that's like the most amazing update ever. Just not for me. So line spacing, character spacings, all that is the same. Okay, let's see. Now, what I do want to see, okay, so they moved this and they gave it its own line so that you know if you're in like some of the other versions of it. So that's like that. Yeah, and then if you go over here, now this is probably where you would need print preview. Okay, let's see. Does it carry over? So let's see if this is beneficial. So we're going to go and we're going to type out SHAKEYA. And then let's go over here to no. So let's go to Samantha. Samantha upright. Oh, see, where you need it at, you don't have it. Now, had you had it over here, where you could actually see the name with all of the glyphs, now that would have been a game changer. See, you wasted that print preview on something that wasn't necessary in the full-on font. Now the glyphs, that's where it needed to be, but it doesn't show it there. It's still just the regular old, same old regular schmegular uh, preview for these. So yeah, I'm not impressed, but hey, that's just me. This is my platform. This is what I'm, what I like, and I'm just not impressed by it. All right, so this is of course creating your own fonts. Oh, let's see this. What the heck is going on here? Why you keep freezing? Oh, M to the G. Why does this keep freezing? She says, yep, that's what I do too. Yeah, nobody has time for that. Thank you for subscribing, Giselle. Let's see. Oh, you have a Cameo Pro. That's a totally different beast. You're new here. You'll find out quickly that I don't actually recommend the Cameo Pro. Wish you would have found me before you purchased one, but yeah, I don't recommend the Cameo Pro. But yeah. Let's see. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Glad I was just scrolling here at work. Oh no, I watched a few tutorials, but I have to say, wait, I have to stay at it. Um, I returned my Cameo Pro and got the Plus instead. Yeah, y'all know I don't ever recommend the Cameo Pro. Okay, so let's see. What the heck is going on here? Oh heck no, it froze. Silhouette Studio froze. I have a gaming Dell. I have no idea why this is doing this. I have good RAM, good graphics card, and this sucker just froze. Escape. I was over here and this playing around in these glyphs, and it has now froze on me. I know you lying. What in the? Oh, it's doing some little weird flashy thing at the top. Um, say what now? Okay, so I just wanted to make sure it was Silhouette Studio because over here in Photoshop it's working. So it's a Silhouette Studio thing. Okay, you just froze on me. Um, okay. Close all windows. I will cool. Y'all just don't know. I will go back to 4.3 quick, fast, and in a hurry. I just cannot deal with these. Let's see. I was using the software before purchasing just for Sublimation. Cameo Pro has too many issues. I hate my Cameo Pro. Setting up Escape is giving me a headache. I need a tutorial. Setting up Escape? What do you mean? I didn't realize Silhouette. Oh, try yes again. And it ain't doing nothing. Close all windows. Come on now. Oh, snap. My thing went away at the bottom. Hold on now. Um, Wait. Silhouette Studio literally just deleted from my from my program, from my computer, y'all. You see how? Oh, wait, y'all can't see this. My icon is gone at the bottom. Here, it's no, that's not the one. Okay, no, wait, that's not the one. All right, let's see. Let's go back in here. Let's go to all apps and okay. I don't know what happened because I saw a silhouette icon and then it just went away. The 30-day challenge course is that the class you're referring to? Yes, my 30-day training. Okay, so if you want to learn the program, best place to start. Hey, you're in South Florida. Where are you at in South Florida? I'm in Miami Gardens. We just moved into our headquarters. So if you would ever like to come in for a hands-on in-person session, let me know. I'm still, I'm gearing up to like have people kind of come in. The first couple ones, it's going to be just kind of a tester to see like my setup and like how that would work. So definitely reach out to me if you are still, because we have some folk who say they're from South Florida, but they don't move to Atlanta, they move to other places. But if you're actually still it says Miss Florida. I don't know. I don't know why I saw it. I didn't see the M until something else just moved. So you're Miss Florida. Okay. So you might not be South Florida. I saw the S and then Florida. I didn't see the M at first. Okay, so Miss Florida. But if you're in South Florida, definitely come and check me out here at headquarters. So I'm in Central Florida. Yay. All right, so here we go. We're back up. Yeah, I still don't have my custom palettes. I'm so mad about losing my custom palettes. Okay, where were we? So the font is the font. So I'm going to see if that was the issue before. Okay, so that's not flashing. Replicate, all that's the same. Crop, all that's the same. Offset. So this is one that a feature that was in 4.4 with the corner limit where you can kind of change that. So we'll see how I like that once I actually do offsets. Okay, I'm from Central Florida. Some of my family is in Miami Gardens. Oh, okay, so you're in Central Florida as well. Can you please show how to work with the bleed for print and cut? All you do is just click it. It's really nothing. You're not going to ever see anything on your screen that's different. You literally just hit print bleed and it automatically does the bleed for you. Print bleed really is only ideal if it's a solid color. If it is something like someone's picture or an actual image or a clip art, it doesn't work well because it's not going to really give you a true like bleed of that. The way that it looks is like this weird repeated version of it. So if it cuts off, you're going to end up with that weird repeated version instead of a white line. So bleed only works if it is solid colors. If it's not solid colors, it's kind of pointless. So the offset, so none of these things kind of changed. So yeah, I don't normally when Silhouette America does like a change in the number, right? Whenever they do a change in the number, there's always something major that comes with it. So going from like 3.3 to the 3.7, and which was a real bust, and then they went to like 3.6, it changed. I think the look of it changed in version 3. The look of it changed for version 4. Version 4 to 4.1 looked a certain way. It changed again from version 4.3, 4.2 all the way up to 4.4, well, 4.5 now. 4.3 gave us the ability to save as a PNG. It was like there was some like, oh wow, this is going to be amazing. 4.4 gave us smart snapping. 4.5 ain't really giving me nothing other than print preview, and I just don't see the purpose. Like I'm just underwhelmed by it. But I mean, that's just me. But everything else is the same. I mean, I wish we would get a layers panel that actually showed what each layer was, and you can have the names and name them, and they don't change when you group something together. That would be a great improvement. Yeah, I know nothing's gonna change with this, so yeah. I don't see the purpose. I don't see the benefit. I don't get why it wasn't like a regular just 4.4 update. Why did we do 4.5 if we didn't really add any new features? I'm just a little I just don't understand, but hey, it's just me. I mean, I've only been using it for 8 years. I've only been using it since version 1.9. I don't see the benefit, but that's just me. Let's see over here. What is now 4.5 Silhouette Studio? The new version is 4.5 instead of like what before it was 4.4. It is now 4.5. However, I was using 4.3 for the longest. And now they have 4.5, but I'm not seeing anything that is like a major showstopper in this new version. Nothing at all. So there's that. I'm going to play around with it now. I'm going to tell you right now, if what happened a few minutes ago continues to happen, because see, I don't do like little basic designs, right? And that was one of the issues for me with 4.4. It never could handle my like designs that were like out there. So let's see. For example, let's go to vest. So I normally have a lot of stuff on my screen, right? We're going to get to it. I normally have a lot of stuff on my screen. And if this version can't handle that, we're going back to 4.3 because I can't operate like that. I think it's the system. Mine is freezing as well. Okay. See, I normally have like for real, I normally have a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Like a lot. When I'm doing designs, it's normally a lot to them. So I'm going to actually keep this open in the background and see if Silhouette Studio can actually handle. Oh, did I ever fix this? Oh, wait a minute. Did I print this with the, oh Lord, I left off the D. I'm trying to remember. Did I fix this before I printed this off? And did the person not notice that I was missing the D? There is definitely a whole D missing in grad. Oh Lord. And she never said anything if I didn't. Because see, this is set up to print. So, Lord Jesus. But see, there's a D up here. How was I missing a whole D over here? Okay, what I say what now? How I did that? Wait a minute now. She never said nothing to me, so she says, I don't like change. I don't either. But everyone kept asking me and kept inboxing me about this 4.5 because they knew I was never going to 4.4. But everybody kept asking about this 4.5. So I was like, okay, well, hey, let's just do it. But it takes a lot for me to accept a little bit America's change. Okay, so it's been doing it since the upgrade a lot. The upgrade or update? Since the update, yeah, I cannot deal with that. Mine kept freezing when I first updated. That was because I had to download the 64-bit. I switched over to 32-bit as soon as they released that version. Okay, yeah. See, I told you. I don't ever recommend the 64. I guess when they first came out, they only had the 64. I always recommend the 32-bit version because it's meant to work with less resources. So it doesn't like it. It's just a lot better version. They just need to get rid of the 64-bit altogether because the 32 is where it's at. Is anyone getting a bit of a white outline after bringing in a PNG file? Also, I've noticed considerable lag when using this 4.5 version. Anyone else experiencing these issues? Well, I just updated to it, so I can't say just yet. Let's bring in a PNG file. So file, open. Let's scroll down to PNGs. And I just realized I never updated the banner to say what we were reviewing. It's really hard for me to remember to do banners. Okay, so PNG file. Let's bring in Rocky. Now I don't remember how he came in. I can't tell. That's just the pixelation from him. File, merge, and let's see. Let's bring in another one. Oh, I think I went past the PNGs. Let's bring in actually, you know what? Let's go over to my Google Drive. All right. PNGs. Let's bring in the Trolls game. Someone else says, I've noticed a lag and it's annoying. Like it's taking a really long time to open up files. I don't like this part. It is taking a really long time to open up a file. Oh, wait, I forgot. I merged that. So it might be there. Okay, never mind. That was my bad. I forgot. I merged this. Let's see. Let's put line color. I mean, that looks just like the regular fuzz from a PNG. It also depends on like where the PNG was made. If you use remove.bg, like it really depends. So file, let's just do open. I want to see how long it takes. So open, and let's open up. Okay. Why are my previews not showing up? The heck? Okay, let's bring in, because I know what it is, that Paw Patrol P. I usually have like 10 shirt designs on the screen and hat. Wait, and that it freezes, huh? I think I'm missing part of that message. I would love to learn how to do this. Do what? The vest that I made, the design in there. Join my classes. Yes, I'm talking about the update for Silhouette Studio. I was wondering about the color palettes. Mine are gone as well. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, that's some bull. Well, see, this naturally has a shadow on it. Yeah, see, this has a shadow, so I can't really go off of this one. But no, I don't see like a weird white line, so I'm not sure. I haven't downloaded yet. I don't think I will. Yeah, I normally do. I mean, I will actually, I'm going to say that. I normally do I normally download it and I do what I'm doing now, which is a live video, going through and seeing if there's any issues. I play around with it. I don't have a silhouette class coming up, so I have time to kind of play around with it. I do have several designs that I have to make. So I wanted to really test it out as I'm making these designs. I have to make some senior posters. I have to make a shirt for my sister for the City Girls concert. So I wanted to update so that I could do those designs and get a real feel for how the program is operating. Mine drops a lot and reboots constantly. How do you revert back? So I have a video on how to do that. You're going to have to make sure that you just back everything up just to be on the safe side. Then you're just going to go to uninstall. So you're going to go to your systems. You're going to find that app. You're going to uninstall. And then you're just going to go to the older version. So on the website, to get to the older versions, you're going to go to Get Software. We're here where it says Learn More. You're going to click on that. And when you go right here, download the legacy versions. You're going to come here. And if I have to go back, I'm going back to 4.3.370. So you'll just download that and install it. All right. So let me pin this to the taskbar. Yeah, I mean, so I've done it. I mean, so far it's not like when I did 4.4, I literally immediately had to go back. It was just horrible. This seems somewhat okay right now, other than that first one. I don't know if that was a font thing and using the font preview, why that froze. Oh, I was trying to see what was the difference in the toolbar, like the dynamic panel, but there's no difference. So it's still doing the same thing they did before. Yeah, a lot of the upgrades they said, like I said when I was reading it, these don't apply to me. Other than getting the preview for fonts, nothing else has really changed. Try using a feathers of style to see the white outline. Okay, so file, open. I'm trying to remember where's her stuff saved at. Let's go here and let's go to my Etsy downloads folder. Etsy and feathers of style. Let's go to army style and let's just pick one. I have no idea which one I just picked. Nope, I don't have any white. Oh, you know what? Let's test this out. The automatic trace feature. So I'm going to go over here to preferences. You can turn off your print preview. So this is, I'm going to quickly make some videos. I get asked about this all the time when the print preview comes up and it looks crazy. I'm going to do this video and then I'm going to turn it off because I don't see the purpose of Silhouette Studios print preview, but you can turn that off. But as far as import, I'm going to go to PNG and we're going to go to auto trace. Okay. I'm going to hit apply and I'm going to hit okay. And okay. So I guess because it was already here. So I'm going to go file merge and we're just going to bring in another one. Let's go file view. Well, right click view. Large icons. It's going to take forever for all these pictures to pop up. Let's just choose 88. All right. So this now has that. So it doesn't have a white outline, but there is a red. If you have your PNG, automatic PNG trace on, you're going to automatically now see a red outline because it does an automatic trace and detach basically. Ooh, why does that look? Oh, wow. I'm not used to her. This is at a 4, and this looks very pixelated. Why this came in so pixelated? Does the other girl's shirt look like that? Oh, well, see, she has on a black shirt. Okay, but ooh, why hum look pixelated? Okay, wait a minute. File, what number was that? 88? File open. 88, 88, 88. Okay, let's just see if it was this automatic trace thing. Oh, ma'am, number 88, lookahotmess.com. You might want to go back in there and check her. She no cute. No bueno. Okay, let's try again. File open 55. Oh, wait. I still have the automatic. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, Harpo. I forgot. I never did take it off. So let's go to import, take off the automatic trace, and we're going to hit OK. All right, let's go again. File, open. Let's go back to 80. My bad, Feathers of Style. Girl, I didn't mean to blame you. Your artwork, alwaysthebomb.com. You have gotten plenty of my money, so it has to be good. It's Silhouette Studio. Oh, baby, yes, God. We will not be using PNG. Oh, baby, Trace is my friend. Yes, God. Tracing is my friend. Tracing is my friend. I love me some tracing. It is one of my favorite features of Silhouette Studio. I love teaching tracing. And honey, this just sealed the deal for me. PNG trace, automatic PNG trace will not ever be checked on my system. Do y'all see how they messed up that girl face? Lies you see, I don't know if y'all probably can't really see it. Let me cut her and put her over here next side by side with her homegirl. Paste. And then we're gonna zoom in. You can't look, y'all can't tell me. I mean, look at her shirt. Y'all don't see the difference in that. Oh, that's what you're referring to. That little white little piece. Okay. I see what you mean. It's the automatic PNG trace. Yes, it's the automatic PNG trace. That's what the issue is. I never tried it because automatic PNG trace is not on version 4.3. It was something that came in with version 4.4. So I've never really tried it out. So I don't know if it was doing the same thing in version 4.4, but I can tell you right now, in 4.5, you ain't got to worry about me having on automatic PNG trace. Oh, honey, no. This is a hot mess. Oh, look. And then, hold on. Y'all need to move. We don't need text. We don't need color. Y'all go about y'all business. Okay. Look, hold on, let me move her up so y'all can see it past the comments. You see how smooth that is? You see how jagged that is? Oh, look, and it had the nerve to mess up homegirl face. Do you see those thick, full lips? Her eyes look all cuckoo crazy and all pixelated, but then we come over here and bam, she is flawless. Like a whole Beyonce video, flawless. And then you got this foolishness here, all this white. So that is an issue for the PNG trace. The automatic PNG trace is where it is. There we go. She says, I just unchecked the auto trace. I brought in the same file, traced it myself, and no longer have the white outline. So what did we learn today? If nothing else, do not use the automatic PNG trace in 4.5. She says, I love you because everything I know about Silhouette, I learned from you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a whole big thing. I just want to say why I'm on here that that I've been with you since day one. And I'm really proud of you because everything I know about Silhouette, I learned from you. Thank you so much. I hope you go live for one of those designs, maybe in the ink zone. I will do the ink zone because I haven't been live in there in like forever. I was all right with 4.2. They get on my nerves. Okay, so let's see. Does it revert after you trace? No. So how do you turn it off? You're going to go to your preferences and under import, it's right here, auto trace, just uncheck it. All right, so to trace this, does it go back and revert to looking crazy? No. No, this whole video is about me updating and trying out 4.5. Okay, so we're going to go over here to our trace window, select trace area, and place our box around it. We're going to take our threshold up to make sure that all of the edges are masked in yellow. All right. Oh, I don't like this tracing. I don't understand why it's so many lines. Y'all don't understand how bad I miss tracing in 3.6. This is why I still use my 3.6 on my laptop. I despise, like, no, for real. I absolutely despise tracing in anything other than version 3. Like, I'm being so serious. And so we're going to trace and detach. And we're going to delete that. Now, once you do that, it does not remove the inner parts. So we have to go in to remove those. So we're going to go select trace area. I'm going to place my box. We're going to take our threshold up, take our scale down to somewhat smooth it out. I'm not sure if you guys saw that jump, but it smooths it out some. And this time I'm going to do a regular trace. Okay. Once we do the regular trace, I'm going to click on that trace and we're going to fill it in with some color. Doesn't matter what color it is. You're then going to release compound path, hold down shift, click on those inner areas and then let go of shift. Then we're going to hit delete on our keyboard, which is going to delete all the other stuff that's there. And just because this is Army Fatigue, let's just change the colors. You're then going to select the image and those two areas that you created from the trace and release compound path. And you're going to go over to your modify tool and subtract. Now that has edit points around it, and it's a good clean trace. The only place that you're not going to have that is like in her hair here. If you really wanted to do those areas, you would have to go in and do tracing in that area. But for me, I'm just going to double click on it and I'm just going to take this edit point and bring that sucker down because we'll need that little curly Q it two-way. Any like major areas like here, if you put it on, let's say like if you do a cutout in these areas where it's light and like it's open here, it's not going to just be an open area. You're going to see the white of the paper. So if you wanted those areas to be removed so that you're just looking straight through it, you have to repeat what I did here up here. So let's say like in this area of her hair, I would have to go back to trace, select trace area, place my box, move that, go trace, click on the trace, fill it in with color, release compound path, hold down shift, click, delete, select it, modify, and subtract. So now that will have edit points. So if there's any area where you absolutely wanted them, or you can just simply use your point editing tool to contour around certain areas. Like this, I would probably just contour around her hair and not really worry about a lot of the squigglies. Like I would just kind of have that come to the darkest part of her hair instead of having a lot of the flyaways. No, this is not an image of mine. This is something that you would never be able to create in Silhouette Studio. This is an image from Feathers of Style, or you'll hear a lot of people say FOS. She is on Etsy, and she has a lot of different images and different poses, different faces, different hairstyles. And you get like over 100 of them, like different poses in different skin tones, different hair colors, over 100 of them for like $13. So it's Feathers of Style. She's on Etsy. No, not Designs by Seven. Oh, that's the person it is. Yeah. So she comes from Feathers of Style on Etsy. Let's see. This morning, Sonia, I am previewing and taking my first look at Silhouette Studio's new version 4.5. But yeah, because of all of the shading and all of that, you could never create this in Silhouette Studio. All righty. So that's our look at it. We've been on here for for over an hour and a half. I'm going to play around in this. Like I said, I do have some designs that I have to create. And we'll get those done. But I do have, hold on. Oh, that was my husband. Oh, I forgot. My little one has a doctor's appointment. I won't be able to design right now. We have a whole doctor's appointment to go to. Ooh, my lips got dry. Sorry. And now ooh, pushed it over. not turn my monitor. Okay, so update. Okay, thank you for the live. Okay, so she's like, you just reminded me my son has one too. Yeah, my son has he has an appointment with his neurologist because he has seizures. So we have to go see her because right now they're doing his medicine like every month. We have to call in until she saw him so that she can determine if his dosage needs to go down, go up. So we have to go see his neurologist about his Keppra. Let's see. Are these video? Well, will this video be on YouTube? Yes. So whenever, right now, I am streaming live to YouTube and to Facebook. So you can definitely go over to my YouTube, Silaholics Anonymous, and be able to watch the playback of this. All right. Any questions for me before we hop off of here? You have a great day as well. Before I get off, I'm going to go ahead and do my shameless plug. No, but seriously though, you guys saw the vest that I did. Like, for my style of design, there's a lot of different ways to create designs. And everyone has a different design style. There's going to be some design styles where you have to use software like Photoshop. If you're wanting airbrush looks and you want to have like those shadows and highlights. If you want to create like do different blend modes, you will need a software like Photoshop. As far as what you can do in Illustrator, aside from like the envelope and the warp, being able to do like a Gaussian blur or different blurs like that, those programs have blurs and they have like some 3D. You can do perspective. Now you can't really do that in Silhouette Studio, but as far as just your basic like designing in text and adding strokes and outlines and tracing is actually better when you want to do the outline in Silhouette Studio compared to anything else when you're doing the tracing, because there is no trace and detach function in Illustrator, in Corel Draw. There is what's the one I'm looking for? There is God, what's this thing I have? The Solo. There is no trace and detach function in the Solo. There are things within Silhouette Studio that you're just not going to find in other software. So I will give them that. This is why I use several different programs and I use them for different reasons. That's just like when AJ, she asked me, well, isn't it kind of redundant to get a white toner and a DTG printer? Well, I don't plan to use my white toner for anything related to clothing, apparel, fabrics. I don't plan on ever doing any type of shirt transfer because there are so many other things that I use and I'll be able to use that. There are hard surface things that I want to be able to do with the white toner printer. There's things like foiling that I want to be able to do with just having a laser. A white toner printer is basically just a laser printer. So I can do foiling. I can print to colored cardstock for invitations, like wedding invitations, birthday invitations, where they want colored cardstock and not just white. That's where my white toner will come in at. Nothing for apparel. So I'm the type of person where every piece of machinery has a function and a purpose. I don't really use my roll-in for a lot of printable shirt decals. I wanted it mainly for printing to adhesive vinyl. So 9 times out of 10, I have my adhesive vinyl in my roll-in and not color print. One of the reasons why I thought about maybe converting, but I'm like, yeah, if I really need, I'm just going to switch it out because I like to have the big rolls. But everything has its purpose, from machinery to printers to programs. And Silhouette Studio allows you to do a lot of things. You saw that vest. That vest, every part of that was put together and designed in Silhouette Studio except one little portion. And that was kind of like the grunge type background, because remember, Silhouette Studio does not have blend modes. So for that graduate to show up the way that it did without having to take down my opacity and just doing it as a blend mode, I had to do that background part in Photoshop. I brought it over to Silhouette Studio. I can take that once I create it in Photoshop, I can bring it over to Silhouette Studio. I use the image effects and I can change that to whatever color I want it to be. So I'll create elements in like Photoshop sometimes, but I really don't put a lot of designs together in Photoshop. For my style, like my core style of designing, I always use Silhouette Studio. If you're wanting to learn to design in it, I know this program like the back. Somebody asked me like, oh, well, I think somebody got really slick on one of my lives. And I was like, or a post. And I was like, who knows Silhouette Studio better than me? And then someone said the ones who created it, no, they really don't, because there are certain things that they never see and their updates come from other people using it. I'll bet my entire company that I probably know that software. I do things in that software that the creators of Silhouette Silhouette Studio probably never thought that you could actually do in their software. Like I'm being so serious. So why not learn from somebody who is the best at this software? Someone also had the audacity to say, you're so good at this. Have you ever thought about being certified by, I'm not going to say the company's name, but have you ever thought about being certified? Because you go through their training and you go through all their stuff and you can be certified and people will trust you more when it comes to your classes. I don't need a bank certification. They probably need mine because nobody, and I mean nobody, does this program better than me. Like let's be serious here. So that was kind of offensive. I'm like, you must have seen my content. Have you seen the stuff that I create? I don't just use mine to take some little SVGs, do a little text here and there, and then go and cut it out with the Cameo. Baby, I create full-on designs for all over shirts. I've created like for clothing and patterns and all that stuff. That lady can't touch me. I don't need a certification. I was a little bit offended because I know this program. Like I design in this program. So why not learn from the best and visit our website, shop.hsinc365.com, and enroll in my 30-day training. It is $83.65, guys. It is 30 days of absolute amazingness. From the top to the bottom, learning what the tools do, what's their why, right? Not just how to use it, but what's the why of these tools, so that when it comes to you designing and you know the desired outcome, you know which tools or which combination of tools you have to use because you have learned the why of these tools. That is how I set this training up. It is 30 days, top to bottom, really getting a full understanding of it. And then once we kind of go through all of the tools, the last couple of days, we're putting that together in designs. You're going to see in the playback someone who came into the program day one. If you listen for her voice, she'll tell you that, she talked about, I think, like her age and how old she was. And I just don't understand this. Like she was like lost. And then when she shared with us her Encanto, is it Encanto? I think that's what it is. And when she used it to be able to take is it a donkey? What's the animal? I don't think it's a donkey. Is it a donkey? I don't know, but it was like sitting on the top and like she basically used her edit points to bring that down. She took another piece of the roof, traced that out, put that on top. Then she went in all of like the windows and stuff like that and changed the colors. And then like, this is all like, she learned this and was doing that by the time we got to, I want to say that was maybe around like day 22, 25, somewhere in there where she went and shared with us this whole design. And then she like mixed and matched up. And I was like, wait a minute. You were the one at the beginning saying that this program was completely like foreign to you. So to see that progression live, like during the session, during that, when we were live doing this, was absolutely amazing to see. I am a little biased because it is my software. I mean, it is my training. I just spoke some into existence, Lord. Oh, hold up. You working on some things up there? You finna help the girl come up with her own software? Okay, you importing that from, hey, I like when you give me revelations, Jesus. Wait a minute. Your girl gonna have her own software. Your girl gonna have her own software. Cause God said it, not me. Oh, cause God said it, not me. Oh, y'all did not just see because I'm on this. Y'all didn't just see my whole little praise breakdown. TikTok saw it though. um, but not just because I taught it. I'm a little biased in that, but I'm being so serious. If you have been contemplating it and thinking, oh, it's just a playback, the playbacks are the best parts of my classes because you can then slow it down. You can pause and you can do it and you can follow along. Invest in yourself, okay? It is 8365. I've seen people teach less for a hell of a lot more. We have Sezzle. You can definitely break it up into several payments if you have to, but don't hesitate on it. Within 30 days, and if you go and you dedicate the time, each class was like an hour and a half, no more than like 2 hours, except for like the weekend classes where we did go a little bit longer, and then you can just kind of break that up. And then to be honest, a lot of it was waiting for others to kind of try it. So you might even be able to skip through a lot of that stuff and just kind of take when I was doing it and follow along with me and not have to kind of watch the whole thing where others were trying it and sharing their screen. But I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It will help you also understand other softwares. I've had so many people tell me that just from taking my Silhouette Studio training, they understand Photoshop better. They understand Affinity better. Although the names are different, like Unite and Weld, same thing. Minus front, minus back. When you're using Subtract, it's the same thing. A lot of people said that it really, really helped them understand other softwares. And just how I break it down, which is why they keep aggravating me and bugging me to teach other softwares, but my time just doesn't allow for it. Now, we'll have my Photoshop Essentials coming up real soon, but I really don't care for Affinity. I have it. I don't really care for that software. So I won't be doing any classes on that. I tried to do a couple videos and I was like, oh, child, anybody got time for this? So I won't be doing Affinity, but I do utilize Photoshop. Of course, I use Illustrator because that is how I control my roll-in machine. So I go in there and I've used things within that. I've used Corel Draw to do some things in Corel Draw, child. But Silhouette Studio is a great beginner program. And everything that you saw like in that vest design can be done in the free version. It's just that it might take longer because you don't have some of the shortcuts that you would have from like the upgrade version of Silhouette Studio. Oh, wait, I meant to check that to see if it's still on sale. Oh, it is. It is still $50. So make sure y'all click on the link in the bio or click on the links that's in the description. And I also posted the links in the comment section. Business edition from free to business is $50 right now, y'all. You can't beat that. It's normally $100, $99.99. It's a whole penny less than $100. It's $50 right now. You cannot beat that to be able to have all of the features unlocked, being able to open up any file, being able to save in different file formats, especially if you want to do all over shirts. I don't see the allure of it. I've done a class on it. I've done a little video on it. So being able to save as a PDF so that you can use the Adobe Reader, the Adobe Acrobat Reader to go ahead and automatically split it up for you is worth it in of itself. If you are somebody that wants to do all over sublimation shirts with a small or a wide format or small format printer and a small heat press, you need Business Edition so that you can save it as a PDF and then be able to split the file up. You need Business Edition, okay? Click on the link and go over to Swing Design. I will receive a small commission when you go through my link. So that's a great way to say thank you. Thank you for all the great information and the great gems is to use my links. Copy and paste. I said paste. Okay, you didn't copy. All right, let's go copy and then paste. Okay, there we go. I've been using Silhouette Studio for years, and you have, I don't know what else that was. I've been trying to leave for 5 minutes, but I'm scared we'll miss something. No, if you have to go, go. I'm about to go to it. I told you my baby got an appointment. She says, and you know more than me. Wait, what did I miss? You better speak it. I know, right? I've had Silhouette for about 8 years too, and you know more than me. I love this software. Like I've dedicated to. I forgot y'all were here. I was looking at TikTok. My bad. I'm all down here looking at the camera. Looking at their comments. I believe you. They need to be paying you. All right. So let's see. I swear I thought about you having your own software. I have several from that shop. Never knew what I was going to do until today with the files. Yay. Shakia is not bragging on herself. She's stating facts. She is the best. Thank you. Have an awesome day. Same to you. All right. What was the program you just talked about, please? So it's called Silhouette Studio. Silhouette Studio. That's the one that I use. I have 6 cameos. So that's how I originally got introduced to this software, because I do have, well, at the time I had, of course, one, and I quickly got a second one, and quickly got a third one because I had a cameo too. But I now have 6 of them. I use them pretty much for, like, my original reason for getting it was to do large print and cuts and do things for parties and stuff like that. So chip bags, water bottle labels, all that kind of good jazz. And because of that, I quickly learned how to create like amazing designs in it. But anybody can use it. You don't need the machine. That's one. You can download it for free. Like literally download it for free and use it for free and be able to create amazing, customized, personalized designs without ever having to pay for a software. But there are a lot of advantages to having the paid upgrade. So what I did today was the update. What you will purchase is an upgrade to unlock additional features. Okay. And yeah, so you can, I mean, I've designed some of everything. If you name it, I've designed it. I've designed for funeral stuff, like obituaries in there. I've designed part of my grandma's head panel in there. If you wanted to design, I've just actually have designed really large posters and backdrops and yard signs in Silhouette Studio. So there's a lot that you can do in this software. Oh, no, the other one. I've been on here, but they talked about the last one. Wait, which one? So which one? So I said something about, Affinity, meaning that I won't use Affinity. So you have Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Procreate. I'm not sure which one you were talking about. So I'm not sure if you're talking about Affinity. Ooh, my lips are so dry now. I haven't seen anyone with the knowledge you have of the program. I love your confidence along with it as well. Thank you. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. I have some things. I have some emails I have to answer. I have some things I have to do before I get up out of here for my son's doctor's appointment. So thank you guys once again. Visit the website, shop.hsink365.com. That is where you will find our amazing products. Here, just so happens to have a shirt here. If you've never seen the quality of our paper, here is a shirt from my cousins. And I designed all of this in Silhouette Studio, even the customized letters at the bottom. But, see, it is giving on TikTok. I got to change out this camera. It's always looking crazy. But there's that. All of it done with a combination of PNGs. Although what's this thing called? The rainbow. I designed that myself so that I can change out the colors. So that was done. But the clouds are PNGs from another file. But yeah, all of this, making her hand look like it's on top of the watermelon, the cocomelon, all of that can be done in Silhouette Studio. And I have a bunch of trainings that can show you how to do things like this. But the key is understanding the tools. That's key. If you don't know any of my design classes that I'm going to release pretty soon here, I don't teach the basics of Silhouette Studio in my design classes. This is like, we need to take advantage of the time. So we're going to go into designing. All right, here it is. Let's bring our files. We're going to move this around. We're going to crop. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to move it here. We're going to resize. We're going to rotate it. Whatever the design part is, I don't teach the fundamentals of Silhouette Studio. So if you don't understand the fundamentals of Silhouette Studio, it is best that you also get my Essentials to Silhouette Studio training. Like, because we're just going to go into designing. And I'm going to tell you to move this here, move that there. I'm going to tell you to select this and crop. What does crop do? Go back to Essentials. I'm not answering what functions do. We're just going to go through designing. Okay. But yeah, this is a result of our paper and ink. This was from an Epson 7720. I didn't have the 7820 or 7840 back then. 7720. This is printed on plain paper setting. Do you see the color saturation? This is not premium matte. This is plain paper setting. Those who say you have to use premium matte in order to get great summation prints, they either don't know what they're doing or they're using some paper that's not honestly speaking, because plain paper setting, you're going to get full color saturation. So definitely check out our website. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a cousin, baby mama, uncle, little brother to go to shop.hsinc365.com. Do I train in Photoshop? So I have an essentials to Photoshop. I break down a lot of the essential tools for that most crafters and people who want to design and create designs. I break down those tools for you because there's going to be a lot of stuff that you probably won't use, like liquify, things that are used to really Photoshop images. You probably won't really use as a beginner, but needing to know like how to fade stuff off, how to use at least the clone tool to remove certain things, understanding your glows and your shadows and your embossing and things like that. So I teach, also blend modes. So I teach that part of it, but not in like the full scope of it, because it's a beast. It's a lot more tools and functions than something like Silhouette Studio. So I could never really teach that in 30 days, but I do have an essentials. It is going to be a 5-day class. 5 or 6. I think it's a 6-day class. The second to last week in October. So go to our website, click where it says class update so that you guys are aware when that class drops. Yes, this is sublimation with, honestly speaking, sublimation ink and paper. That right there. And you see that tumbler? Look. See, some people have their tumblers like all up in your face. You see that tumbler and how it is giving all of the color? And that is a full black. This is not a sublimation tumbler. See, it's different for TikTok and then y'all. So now I got to move up for y'all. So this is not a black tumbler that came from the store. I sublimated those a white tumbler because I wanted to show that you can get perfect seams even when it's a black design. So y'all see how that color is giving back there. So yeah. She says, I need that. You need what? Oh, what? The Photoshop Essentials? Yeah, it's going to be at the end of October. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.